مرحبا الفعل اللازم, the intransitive verb. والفعل المتعدي, the transitive verb. These two words, transitive and intransitive, are two opposite words in the English language. And for those of us who have had the opportunity or the privilege of studying the English language to a little level, we would have come across these two topics in the English language. Now, to make this very simple and easy for every one of us, I'm going to come up with two different examples to portray this in the best of way. Now, let's look at it. Ja'a Aliyun. What's the meaning? Ali came. This sentence, I'm placing it under the intransitive. Now we have Kataba Aliyun ar-risalata. Kataba Aliyun ar-risalata. Ali wrote a letter. What we are looking at from these two sentences is the verbs which appears in each of them. The first one has the verb Ja'a, which means he came, Ali came. The second sentence has the verb Kataba, which means to write. Now, to simply understand this, you will see that the first sentence has a verb which is the Ja'a, and also it has Aliyun, which is the fa'il, that is the subject of the sentence, the performer of the action of coming, Ja'a Aliyun. While in the second sentence, when you look at the verb kataba, we have it as the fa'il verb. Then we have Aliyun here as the object, as the subject, also the fa'il. Then in addition to this, we have ar-risalata, which is coming as maf'ulun bih, the object of this sentence. Now the first sentence has no object. The second sentence has an object. And what we mean by an intransitive verb is such a verb which does not require an object. Without an object, the verb with the subject can make a complete sentence. When we said Ja'a Aliyun, a complete information is passed. Ali came, so it is complete. You don't need or require any object to make it complete. However, if I say Kataba Aliyun, this is incomplete. Ali wrote. Wrote what? Al-Risalata, he wrote the letter. So even if I'm to stop here, you would have gotten the full information and knowledge that an intransitive verb, both in the English and the Arabic language, are verbs which do not require an object, a direct object to complete the sentence. However, a transitive verb is such that requires a direct object in order to convey a meaning. Again, Ja'a Aliyun, Ali came. So the word Ja'a is considered to be al-fa'ilul lazim, an intransitive verb. However, the word Kataba Aliyun ar-risalata, Kataba, this is al-fa'ilul muta'addi, a transitive verb. Now, sometimes when we go deeper, an intransitive verb could be made to become a transitive verb. Can I give an example? Of course. Let's say, Dhahaba Muhammadun. Muhammad went. The word Dhahaba, this is also an intransitive verb. To make this transitive, what we need to do, we can simply add Hamza at the beginning. This will make the word Dhahaba to become a four-letter verb by adding a single letter. So this four-letter verb is now called al-fi'lu thulathi al-mazid, the three-literal verb with an addition of Hamza. Now, an example for this, so the word will become adhaba. The word was dhahaba. To make it transitive, we add Hamza to it to give it the meaning of what? Transitive, and it becomes adhaba. To put it in a sentence, I can simply say adhaba Aliyun Muhammada. Ali made Muhammad to go. Can you see? Now this verb adhaba now requires an object, and the object maf'ul bih of the sentence is now the Muhammad. There are other ways we can also make We can also make a verb to change from intransitive to transitive, but this will come to it in future, inshallah. Now let's come back to our book An-Nahul Wadih in order to see lots of other examples and the deeper explanation of this topic. So let's go on. Here we have al-fi'lul lazim. You already know that the intransitive verb, wal-fi'lul muta'addi, the transitive verb. We have al-amthila examples. The first example says tafattaha az-zahru. The flower blossomed, the flower opened. Then we have number 2, thara al-gubaru. The dust rose, it swirled. Then we have fadon nahru. The river fadon became full, like superfluous. Then we have habbati rihu. The air blew. Now, or the wind blew. If you look at all these 4 sentences I've mentioned from these right-hand side examples, you will see that each of them contain a verb and the subject without an object. This shows that all of the verbs, the verb tafattaha, the verb thara, the verb fada, the verb habbat, all of these are af'alul lazima, that is intransitive verbs. Coming to the 4 examples on this side, let's read them out. Number 1, it says tawal khadimu thawba. Tawal khadimu thawba. The servant folded the cloth. Tawal khadimu thawba. Without being told, the verb here is the word tawa. The al-khadimu is the subject defined. Then al-thawba is the maf'ulu bihi, the object. For us to be seeing objects here, this shows that the verb tawa is a transitive verb. Got in? If you understand this topic, then just simply move down here to click on the join button below in order to be a member of our membership, to get members only content and exclusive content tailored to our members' needs. Now we have number 2, akala thalabu dajajata. Akala thalabu dajajatan. The fox ate a hen or a chicken. The fox ate a hen. Now from here you can see akala is the verb, athawbu is the subject, fa'il, then we have dajajatan, the maf'ulun bihi. This shows the word akala is a transitive verb. Good. Number 3, we have ballal al-matarul arda. The rain made the earth to become wet. The rain wetted the earth. So from here the word ballala, it is also a verb. And this verb is transitive fi'l muta'addi because it requires an object to give a complete meaning. Are we following? Now moving to the last example, we have ahraqatin narul manazila. The fire burnt the homes or the houses. Look at it, ahraqatin naru. The verb ahraqa, this is a fi'l muta'addi. An-naru is the subject, al-manazil is the object. This shows that all of the verbs appearing on this section are all af'alul muta'addiya, that is transitive verbs which require objects. Coming to al-bahthu, research and deeper explanation by the author of this book, may Allah reward them abundantly. They said, Jami'ul jumali fil qismil awwal murakkabatan min fi'lin wa fa'ilin la ghayr. All of the sentences you will find in the first section of the examples we have given, all of them without any exception are made up of 2 words. These 2 words are fa'ilun object, fa'ilun subject. Just object and verb and subject are what the sentences are made. No other. وَجَمِيعُهَا فِي الْقِسْمِ الثَّانِي. And all of the sentences in the second section of the examples murakkabatun min fa'ilin wa fa'ilin wa maf'ulun bi are all made up of a verb, an object, and a subject and an object. وَلَوْ حَاوَلَ إِنسَانٌ أَنْ يُضِيفَ إِلَى كُلِّ جُمْلَةٍ مِنْ جُمَلِ الْقِسْمِ الْأَوَّلِ. And if a person will make an effort, will try to put or to increase or to attach to all of the sentences in the first column What is he attaching? Attaching maf'ulan bihi, an object. If a person tries to put an object in all of the four sentences in the first section, حتى تصير الجمل في القسمين متشابهة, in order for the two sentences from the both sides of the two sections, in order for them to look same or to look alike, لوجد أن ذلك غير مستطاع. So the person will find out that that is an impossible act. That will be impossible. You cannot do that. You cannot make the sentence to look the same because the verbs are from different classifications. لأن الأفعال في القسم الأول, he says, because the verbs you find in the first column or in the first section, قاصرة, they are limited. لا يتعدى عملها رفع الفاعل إلى نصب المفعول به. The work of the verbs in the first column do not extend, their work cannot extend the subject act or the action of the subject to the object. Meaning the action performed in the first sentences, in the first column, cannot be extended to an object. وَلِذَلِكَ تُسَمَّى أَفْعَالًا قَاصِرَةً. This is the reason why these type of verbs are called limited verbs, or lazimatan are called intransitive verb. أَمَّا الْأَفْعَالُ الْقِسْمِ الثَّانِي, as for the verbs in the second section, the four verbs there, فَلَيْسَتْ قَاصِرَةً, they are unlimited. لِأَنَّ عَمَلَهَا, because their work يتعدى رفع الفاعل إلى نصب المفعول به. Their work can extend the nominativeness of the subject to the accusativeness of the object. The work there will make the subject to carry dhamma, as you can see in all of them, and make the subject to end with fatha. MashaAllah. وَلِذَلِكَ تُسَمَّى أَفْعَالًا مُتَعَدِّيَةً. It is for this reason that all of these four verbs appearing here are called transitive verbs. Good to good, good. Lastly, we have al-qawaid, which means the rules. The first rule says الفعل ينقسم قسمين. The verb is categorized into two, لازم ومتعد, either the intransitive or transitive. Now the last rule says الفعل اللازم, as for the intransitive verb, I shall explain, هو ما لا ينصب المفعول به. It is the verb that will not make an object to be in the accusative case, because we know all objects should be the accusative case carrying fatha. والفعل المتعدي, as for the transitive verb, هو الذي ينصب, it is the one that do make the object to be in the accusative case. This is all for today. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our creator, to grant us the full understanding of this topic, and may He bless all of us abundantly. Jazakumullahu khairan for always staying tuned and being a part of this family. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us a meeting together in Jannah. Until meeting again, Jazakumullahu khairan. Make sure first you like, share it with your friends so they can benefit, and your comments at the comment section. Don't also forget to hit on the description box in order to check some of our products that may be of interest to you. Until we meet, Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum. Bye bye.